Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the tech news update for Wednesday, January 20th, 2016. And today in our top news, we have Facebook update for Android. If you have an Android device, you can actually update your Facebook app, and it now includes the possibility to go through the Tor network. Tor network is what we call the dark web. It's basically an encrypted side of the internet, and basically it assures that you are encrypted and also pretty much anonymous when you use your computer. So Facebook has this new possibility in your Android app where you can go through the Tor network when you write status and when you actually use your Facebook. And Facebook has been working to actually have access through the Tor network as much as possible. And one of the reasons is a lot of Facebook users are, people that might get into trouble from governments because of what they say. A lot of people also, need not to be tracked because some of the status updates that they will post and stuff like that. So by using the Tor network, the dark web actually gives a lot more privacy to what you're doing with Facebook. So that's an interesting side of it, and probably will help in getting people saying what they think a little more. So it's available pretty much on every device now, and you can actually even go to the Facebook Tor because they do have a onion address also to go through the Tor network. So nice little news for Facebook if you want to be a little more anonymous on what you do. Netflix, if you're a long time user of Netflix, one of the first users, it means that you're still on the basic plan that they had when they started. $7.99, $8.99 for some. I'm a first generation Netflix user. I subscribe to Netflix Canada, I believe the day they became available, if not the next day, for the 30-day trial, and I've never stopped. I actually find that it's cool to have this. Well, you'll have a price hike this year. Netflix did say that pretty much what's happening is that the license agreement, or the agreement that you have when you're on the first generation, expires on May 16th, 2016. That means that starting May 16th, they will actually be able to basically hike the price, and they will probably. What Netflix said they would be doing is if you're on the $7.99 or $8.99 plan, you're going to be pushed to $9.99. Netflix now has like three services. You have the $7.99 plan that still exists if you want to stay there, but it gives you only standard definition video. While if you're a long-time user like me, at $7.99, we're getting HD video. So $7.99 standard, $9.99 HD plan, and $11.99 if you want to have 4K content. Basically, all the $7.99 and $8.99 users that have been there for a long time, we're all going to be pushed at the $9.99 level. Netflix does say that they have to do this, especially with all the content that they're creating. It costs a lot of money. So don't be surprised if you get a price hike somewhere this year for your Netflix subscription. iOS 10. What will be in iOS 10? We're not really sure, but apparently we'll know a little more about it on June 13th. So that's the date where actually we should have more news. Already we have an update that's coming to our phones and iPads, which will increase our version to, I believe, iOS 9.4. And one of the key features that we'll have this week or next week, apparently, is Night Shift. Night Shift is a new feature. There's a lot of talk about the blue lighting from our devices that are actually really bad for us because they kind of break the sleep cycle. And a lot of us, read the things on the screen. We go to the internet before we go to bed. Apparently, it interferes with our sleep. So basically, what's happening is the night shift mode will actually shift the color of your screen to lower the blue light emitting from your screen. before you go to bed. So that's going to be an interesting little experiment here to see if it changes anything in your maybe your sleep cycle. Google has mentioned that they are working very, very hard to try to eliminate the ISIS terrorist group from the web. Basically, they've been hunting down and checking out all of the searches that go to ISIS and all the websites that pop up from ISIS terrorist group. And they said that basically in the next few weeks, the only ISIS websites that will be probably available are on the dark web or through the Tor network, where Google doesn't have any possibility of doing anything. So if it's in the ongoing war basically into the elimination of the terrorist group from the web basically. Windows 10 Redstone, we have a little more updates today. Basically, we learned that, of course, if you're an insider, you notice that the updates that we get as insider previews haven't changed much. There's no new features or anything. And basically, Microsoft said, look, we're working on the one core of Windows 10. One core is that general core that is pretty much the same across devices. And what's happening is that Microsoft wants to actually tweak it more, and they need more time. So one of the first effects of this is, of course, the next insider previews will have less, of course, not a lot of features again, and probably in the next few insider previews. But it also means that in June, when we get the first Redstone update for Windows 10, to expect less new features. There are some new features they won't be able to put in the first generation Redstone. So they'll actually push that to Redstone 2 that possibly will be in the fall. So it is interesting to see all these delays in Windows 10 with everything that's happening. You know, they've been pushing back a lot on a lot of features. And it seems it's a little harder than they thought maybe to unify everything on across devices, basically. So less features than we thought, but we're still going to be interesting to see what we get into our Redstone update in June. It's still stated for June, so we'll see what happens. And in our last little bit of news, here are the top 15 passwords as released yesterday of 2015. So if you are using one of these passwords, you are at very high risk of getting hacked. And you know, one thing I want to specify, some people say, well, I don't care if my email account gets hacked. You don't care. That's because you don't care about your friends or your family. Because you know what? If your email account gets hacked, your friends and family will receive phishing attempts. They'll try to steal money from them. They'll try to do a lot of stuff. So come on, think farther away than your little world, okay? Because I'm really tired of that. And think of the effects that it could have if you get hacked. And not counting everything that you can do with the email addresses, you know, basically. So here are the top 10. The number in brackets is the shift in position. So +1 means it has moved up one notch. -2 here means it moved down 2 notches. 0 means it stayed the same year over year from 2014 to 2015. The most popular password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. QWERTY, which is the top row of your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if you use that, come on, people. You know, there's being careless about your security, but using this is, you know, it's close to being dumb. I'm sorry. If I offended you, it's okay. You know, you have to change your password. I'm sorry. Football +3. We have a few new entries. Welcome is new this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. You know, you think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, everybody knows that. Well, I'll do 9 and 0. Come on, ABC 1, 2, 3. Very popular. That one, as a tech guy, I've tried so many times and was successful with many of my clients that forgot their passwords and was ABC 1, 2, 3. You know, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Like this one looks nice. People will say, oh, this one's complicated. How come? Look at your keyboard. Look at the letter 1, the number 1 on your keyboard, and look in diagonal below what the letters are. 1 QAZ, 2 WSX is simply going through the rows of your keyboard. So, come on. If you are using this and you're thinking, oh, this guy is annoying with, oh, change your passwords. I don't care if I use this. Well, you know what? If you don't care and you're using one of those, why not go look at cat videos on the web instead of looking at my videos, okay? I think that's going to be better because that means you're not never going to learn about security, never going to learn how to use correctly a computer. So that's pretty much the tech news for today, January 20th, 2016. And if you enjoy our videos, why not subscribe to our channel? You'll be informed when videos are online. If you like our videos, give us thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions, anything you want to know, let us know. Of course, we'll try to post a video. Don't forget, every Tuesdays we have 2 live shows, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern, for our questions and answer. We answer your technological questions, and that's 20 to 2200 hours UTC. 6 to 7 p.m. we have a new show called Learn the Tech. First show was yesterday about your security and computer and security. And of course, next week we'll have another topic. Hope you enjoy it. And thank you for following us on this channel.